Good morning, everybody. It's Facebook Live Day on Thursday. And today I want to talk a little bit about our muscles and what we can do to support our muscles when we are using them. One of the reasons that I was inspired to do this is because we are heading away on vacation with the family to Disneyland. And so I anticipate we are going to be having some sore muscles from walking and just doing routines that are much different than we're used to doing at home. So I'm going to make up a walking foot oil to help our feet, to refresh them when we are just exhausted. And then I want to go through some of the other oils and what might be beneficial to use if you are dealing with sore muscles or strains or sprains or things like that that are happening within your body. So I think I want to start with these first. So these are our massage oils or carrier oils that Young Living has. And this is the V6, so this is the base one, which it doesn't have any essential oils in it. It's just the base that you would use to mix in and make other things. So you know how I often use fractionated coconut oil? You could use this instead. So when you're diluting your oils, you can just use this. It does come with a pump, but because I generally use it for like mixing a big bottle of something, I don't have the pump on it, but you can just put the pump on it and then you're ready to go and just take what you need. So if you want to be using this instead of coconut oil for doing your diluting, then go right ahead. It's a really good product. It's very smooth and it absorbs in really nicely. And then there's another one called Ortho Ease, and this one's pre-mixed with some essential oils in it, like wintergreen, peppermint, juniper, eucalyptus, lemongrass, marjoram, thyme, vetiver, and olive oil, sweet almond oil. So it's already got those really good oils in it, already pre-mixed and ready to go. So it's awesome for massage. So do it on your partner, do it on your kids. Check and see if it is the right dilution for your kids by just getting a little squirt, trying it on a little part of their body. And if they're like, yeah, that feels great, go for it. And if they're like, no, it's still a little spicy, then add a little bit more of this into it. But I think this is already pre-diluted in the perfect ratio. I also use this on the dog. So I just put a tiny little bit in my hand and rub it on. He often gets a little bit stiff in his back legs. So I put it on his hips and on his back legs, and he's up and at it pretty quick after. So I do make sure he doesn't lick it because I don't want him licking those oils. They're pretty spicy. But he's always kind of curious, like, what are you doing back there? What is that smell? But I do find great success with this and with the dog. So I might even just take this. I'm going to see if I can lock the lid. You know how you can lock it? You can actually. Yeah, it just closes one way and opens the other way, I think. So I'm going to try that, and if we take this with us at the end of the day, we can all kind of get in line and massage everyone's hands and feet, maybe, I don't know, stinky kids' feet. Sure, we can do it. And I think that this will make a big difference. Also in the lower back too, we will be carrying backpacks, so I can imagine that we'll be having a little bit of strain, and on our shoulders too. So this is going to be a good throw in the bag and let's go, and help to loosen up those muscles. I have another one here called Cool Azul, which is almost empty because we used it quite a bit, and it's a sports gel. So it's specifically when you're doing sports before or after physical activity, but I don't really connect it to sports because I'm not all that sporty. I just use it whenever I don't know, whenever I have just something that's just doesn't feel right. It is an NFR product, so that means it comes from the States. We can order it through the States, and it ships directly to us. So I do quite like it, and I probably will be reordering because it is a really nice one. It has Dorado Azul, which is a really, really great muscle oil that we don't have available here in Canada. It's available in the States, so this is another sneaky way to get it here. Has lavender, cypress, vetiver, and arnica. Actually has arnica in it too, and a whole bunch of other, sage oil even, and balsam fir. So it's got a great combination of oils, and it's quite very cooling. It's clear, so there's no color to it, and it's almost like a gel. like a really liquidy gel, so it rubs in really nicely, but it leaves the area really cool. Probably more than this one. This one would probably like feel good, but doesn't leave it cool. This one is really cooling. So then some of our other blends, which are awesome, are Deep Relief and Panaway. And the Panaway actually comes in your starter kit. It's an awesome one to use for strains and that kind of thing in the body. And I try to use a little bit, not too much, because it's pretty potent. And it's already, again, pre-mixed with a bunch of oils in it. And I didn't look up what's in it. Do you have to know what's in the Panaway? I know it has helichrysum in it, and I love helichrysum. So, whoa, here we have a helichrysum on its own. I really, really like because I find that I don't know if I can say this, but it really helps take my mind off of whatever's hurting. How about that? And I end up forgetting about what was hurting. So I find it really, really, really good for that. So let's look for the Panaway. Some people like to diffuse it. I personally don't, because I think it's more potent topically. It has wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, peppermint. So just that blend together helps to reduce pain, inflammation, increase circulation, and accelerate healing. So it's awesome. Great for your strains and muscle spasm, cramps, bumps, and bruises as well. And then Deep Relief, which has been my favorite for a very, very long time. And I usually put a roller ball on the top to make it more accessible. And I love the Deep Relief. And I just have been gotten onto this, so I kind of go back and forth. You kind of find the one that works for you with whatever the condition is that you're working with at the time. So different oils work for different things, right? And just keep trying until you find the one that works for you. So the Deep Relief, it comes in a roll-on in the US as well, like one of those tall roll-ons, but we can just make it by just putting the roller ball on there. It has peppermint, coconut oil, so it's already pre-diluted, lemon, Idaho balsam fir, clove, copaiba, wintergreen, helichrysum, vetiver, and palo santo. And it is awesome for soothing joints and ligaments, helping to calm stressed nerves, reduce inflammation, relieve muscle soreness, tension, and sore joints and ligaments. I said that. It's also on the NHP list, so Health Canada has approved this one for us to say all of those lovely things about it. So again, this one's definitely going with me. I'm going to choose between the two. I'm not going to bring them both. I think I probably will bring Deep Relief. I don't know. I just really like it. This one's more minty. This one's more grounding because it has the more tree oils in it. So I think that's why I like this one. It's a bit lower to me. This one's a bit higher. So depending on what you like. The other one I'm going to bring for sure is marjoram. It's awesome for muscle soreness as well. And probably lemongrass. Lemongrass is also on the NHP list for ligaments and strains and sprains. We did have some ligament pulling from one of our boys skiing last week, and so I have a feeling he might have a bit more soreness in his ankle while he's walking at Disneyland. So this might be a lifesaver for us. So we're definitely taking that. So let's make our walking oil. But again, there are more. There's way more. There's like probably 15 oils here on the list of NHP. So I have them all written out here. Oils that are really good for muscles, strains, and sprains. And yeah, they're awesome. So we're going to do the foot oil, which has lavender, peppermint, and rosemary. Oh. Talia, can you please grab me a rosemary? Thank you. I don't have it here. So I will get Talia to grab it and then we will get started. So let's start with 3 drops of peppermint. So I have a little empty bottle and this one's Panaway, so I didn't rinse it out because it's got similar oils in it anyway, so it should be fine. It's just for me and my family. I'm not giving it to any of you, so I'm not being too sanitary. So 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. It might be in the case, not in the cabinet. So 3 of peppermint, 4 of lavender. Thank you. rosemary, 4 lavender, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of rosemary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to fill it with V6 oil. I think this one's, let's finish this one. And I have my handy little funnels, which work awesome with those tiny, tiny bottles. So that's the V6 oil. And yeah, I just thought I'd try it for something different this time. I usually use the coconut oil, but I wanted something different. Okay, let's see how full we have. I think I got it right to the top. That's perfect. And then we'll put a roller ball on. So do you remember how to do that? You take the roller, stick it on top, and then put your lid on, tighten it until you feel a little click. And then it's on there solid. I'm gonna just try it here. Nice. So this is gonna go definitely in our bags, and whenever somebody complains of sore feet, we'll do a little roller on it. So there you go. There are, again, are lots of choices, lots of oils you can use for sore muscles, and check out the NHP stuff because you'll know that those ones are Health Canada approved. And what is your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one that I haven't even mentioned that you really like to use that works for you? Please post it below and share. One of the things that I really loved is to read your stories and how oils are helping you and supporting you. So thank you for joining me today. I will be taking a little bit of time off, but I've got some scheduled Facebook Lives all ready to go for you. So check that out. I'll still be there online, but just not live. But I will be thinking of you. And if you have questions throughout the time that I'm away, post them away. And if somebody else knows the answer, please post too and support each other. I know a lot of us here have a lot of really great information and have been using our oils a lot. So it doesn't have to be me that answers, and I really appreciate when everybody chips in. So thank you, and enjoy your spring break, wherever it is that you're doing. And we will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.